1985 চনৰ 15 আগষ্ট অসমীয়া জাতি সমাজ জীৱন আৰু ঔদ্যোগিক ক্ষেত্ৰখনৰ বাবে এক নতুন হৰিজৰ সৃষ্টি হৈছিল স্বাক্ষৰিত হৈছিল ঐতিহাসিক অসম চুক্তিৰ এই অসম চুক্তিৰ আধাৰত অসমৰ অৰ্থনৈতিক ক্ষেত্ৰখনৰ অগ্ৰগতিৰ অৰ্থে প্ৰতিষ্ঠা হ'ব আগবাঢ়িছিল নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ ভাৰত চৰকাৰৰ এক প্ৰতিষ্ঠান অসমৰ চতুৰ্থটো তেল শোধনাগাৰ 22 এপ্ৰিল 1993 চন অসমৰ বাবে আন এক স্মৰণীয় মুহূৰ্ত প্ৰতিষ্ঠা হৈছিল নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ অসম ভূমিত জন্ম লাভ কৰিছিল এনে এক প্ৰতিষ্ঠানে যি আছিল সবাতোকে পৃথক সৰ্বগুণে বিবেচিত অত্যাধুনিক প্ৰযুক্তিৰে সমৃদ্ধ পূব ভাৰতৰ এক নৱোদিত সূৰ্য আজিৰ পৰা 22 বছৰ পূৰ্বে জন্ম লাভ কৰা নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডে বিগত সময়ছোৱাত সফলতাৰ শিখৰলৈ ক্ৰমাৎ ঊৰ্ধ্বগামী গতি লৈছে গুণতা সম্পন্ন উৎপাদনৰ লগতে সুৰক্ষা শক্তি সংৰক্ষণ আৰু পাৰিপাৰ্শ্বিকতাৰ সংৰক্ষণ নিয়ন্ত্ৰণৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত অসংখ্য বঁটাৰে বিভূষিত হৈছে নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেড যাৰ উদ্দেশ্য হৈছে ঔদ্যোগিক ক্ষেত্ৰত সৰ্বাধিক সফলতাৰে সমাজৰ সৰ্বাংগীন বিকাশৰ অংশীদাৰ হোৱা অসমীয়া জাতিৰ জাতীয় উৎসৱ এই ৰঙালী বিহুৰ ৰঙৰ বতৰত আহক আমি সকলোৱে মিলি উদযাপন কৰোঁ নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ 22তম প্ৰতিষ্ঠা দিৱস ৰঙেৰে আনন্দৰে আৰু প্ৰতিশ্ৰুতিবদ্ধ হওঁ সৰ্বাধিক উত্তৰণৰ বাবে
Good evening and a very warm welcome to one and all. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have all gathered here for a very special occasion. An occasion for all of us to come together in sweet harmony for the collective celebration of the 22nd Foundation Day of Numaligarh Refinery Limited. It was on the 15th of August 1985, Assam, the land of blue hills and red rivers, saw a new horizon, the horizon of industrial revolution and development. Assam was gifted with a refinery on that historic day as a part of the economic packages offered in the Assam Accord. That consecrated the sanctum of progress to the region. And on the 22nd of April 1993, a vision called Numaligarh Refinery Limited was born. A vision that was shaped with revolutionary passion and zeal. A mission that called for untiring efforts and supreme sacrifices. And after 22 years in existence, it is raring to face the future challenges, to herald a new era of development to this region, symbolizing the rising energy of the East. This journey in pursuit of excellence began with the birth of Numaligarh Refinery Limited 22 years ago on this very day in the year 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, we heartily welcome you to the 22nd Foundation Day of NRL, when the whole environment in Assam is reverberating to the joyous crescendo of the ever-colorful Rongali Bihu, and when Mother Nature's bounty is at her colorful best. The chirping of the cuckoos, the pristine greenery, the music and the dance, the drums and the flutes.
22তম নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ প্ৰতিষ্ঠা দিৱস উদযাপনৰ আজিৰ সন্ধ্যাৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানৰ আদৰণি ভাষণ প্ৰদান কৰিবলৈ আয়োজক সমিতিৰ সভাপতি তথা নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ জ্যেষ্ঠ মহাপ্ৰবন্ধক মাননীয় ধনঞ্জয় ঘোষ মহোদয়ক অনুৰোধ জনাইছো
May we now request Senior General Manager Operation Mr. Dhananjay Ghosh, President Organizing Committee NRL Day 2014 to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening everybody. Tanushree and Sangam has already done welcome. I have carefully listened to their address, but still it's my proud privilege to give a formal welcome address. It's very beautiful evening. It's a lovely and bubbly evening. Really, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this 22nd NRL Day celebration in NRL Township. When the entire region is wafted with the festive celebration of Rangali Bihu, the beginning of Assamese New Year, this NRL is all set to begin another year of its existence from today. On this very day, 20 years ago, NRL started its journey, the journey of millennium, the journey of millennium and so on. the journey for achieving excellence, the journey for bringing all-round development to the region. It's very hearty to see a huge turnout of NRL stakeholders to be the part of these mega celebration. Amidst verdant surroundings of NRL Township, the tranquility often broken by the chirpings of birds, I am sure that this evening will provide you a feeling of contentment and eternal bliss for the year to cherish. The organizing committee has left no stone unturned to cover the minute details to make this celebration a grand success. In spite of hard work and relentless efforts by the members of the committee, there may still remain some scope for improvement. I am sure that with your constant support and guidance, we shall be able to live up to the expectation of everybody who come to the part of this occasion. In last 21 years of our journey, we have seen many highs and many challenges NRL has faced and overcome joyfully, overcome like a winning soldier. Every time NRL could overcome the hurdles of its path with dedication, teamwork and hardship by its members. With visionary guidance from the NRL management, I am confident that NRL will even flourish further in the years to come, and we shall be able to celebrate this day with equal tempo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are today very jubilant. Why? Today amongst us are all the galaxies, starting from respected Ranjit Kumar Datto, Bhupati Kumar Das, Deepak Chakraborty, Nilmoni Bhakto. What is the mega celebration? And to guide us, our present Managing Director, Padmanabhan, and our beloved Director Finance, Somen Kumar Borua. A name is also significant. You see that their name, Nilmoni Aji Deepake Ranjito. আমি NRL, আমি ভূপতি আনন্দে উদ্বেলিত। আমার পদ্মনাভিত কত হত হত ইঞ্জিনিয়ার বিকশিত, এই সোমেনের কিরণে হবে আমরা গর্বিত। You see what we are, and actually sir, you have all come. How to express my feeling, I will compare, I cannot express in language. Just I am giving a story, and just therefrom you please try to understand what is our feeling by your august presence. I am comparing, I cannot express in language. I am comparing with an incident. We know in our marriage ceremony, when the bride leaves the parents' house, she make all of the parents' house into tears. And when she come back, subsequently, what is the joy of in the parents' house of elder brothers, sisters, younger brothers, sisters, what is their experience? Can you imagine? Sir, the day you superannuated, you made us into tears. And when you come back to this celebration function, same feeling today we are having. And sir, and we are proud that the main source of inspiration, everybody in Hindu mythology, everybody know that for every success of the human, we have seen sheep. Sheep is the containment of energy. We see that, oh yeah, you sir, you MD, DT, all have performed, you have shown expression. No sir, go to Hindu mythology. That sheep was seen as the containment of energy. Expression was Durga, Mahakali. So, my respected madams, Julie madam, Snigdha madam, Kanta madam, Juri madam, Relaxing, madam. Sorry, apologize. So, with your total talents and with your tolerance, this success of your able husbands could perform with your able qualities. So this is the story, Hindu mythology. We all imbibe into it. We accept. Sir, actually I also dream NRL as a tree. I compare. Tree, there is a root, stems, branch and flowers. And you, sir, R.K. Datta sir, Bhupati sir, Deepak Chakraborty sir, Nirmoni Bhakta sir, we imagine you yourself the root. And today, Padmanabhan, Mr. Padmanabhan, Mr. Somen Borua, Mr. Sonaram Medhi, they are all the stems, and the young beloved engineers, talented, they are like the flowers today. So whatever we are performing, people are enjoying the beauty of the flower, enjoying the fragrance of the flowers, but the tree is holding on the roots. You are the roots, sir. This is the story. So I am very glad and happy that you are all among us, and I also once again I welcome you once again, particularly all. I am very happy to all the audience, all NRLites, whatever you say, NRLites or NRLian, all everybody. I really sincerely thank you all, and we welcome you, heartily welcome you for this session. The response you have shown by coming in mass to make this function as a grand success. So I welcome you once again to this 22nd birthday of NRL. I conclude my speech with this phrase: coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, working together is success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your touching and humorous words. Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely honored to have with us Shri Ranjit Kumar Datta, the first Managing Director of NRL, and Mrs. Julie Datta. Dr. Bhupati Kumar Das, the second Managing Director of NRL, and Mrs. Snigdha Das. Mr. Deepak Chakraborty, the third Managing Director of NRL, and who has just superannuated from NRL, and Mrs. Madhumita Chakraborty. We also have with us tonight Mr. Nilomani Bhakta, ex-Director Finance NRL, and Mrs. Kanta Bhakta.
নুমলীগড় সুধানগৰ 22ম প্ৰতিষ্ঠা দিৱসৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত আমাৰ মাজত উপস্থিত আছে নুমলীগড় সুধানগৰৰ প্ৰথম গৰাকী পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক মাননীয় ৰঞ্জিত কুমাৰ দত্ত মহোদয় আৰু জুলি দত্ত বাইদেউ। দুইগৰাকী বিশিষ্ট ব্যক্তিৰ উপস্থিতিক আমি পুনৰবাৰ আদৰণি জনাইছো, আৰু দুইগৰাকী বিশিষ্ট ব্যক্তিক আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত আয়োজক সমিতিৰ তৰফৰ পৰা সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব বিচৰা হৈছে। ৰঞ্জিত কুমাৰ দত্ত মহোদয় আৰু জুলি দত্ত বাইদেউক ফুলৰ থোপা আৰু ফুলম গামোচাৰে আয়োজক সমিতিৰ তৰফৰ পৰা সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব আয়োজক সমিতিৰ সভাপতি ধনঞ্জয় ঘোষ মহোদয়ে। এয়া নুমলীগড় সুধানগৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰথম গৰাকী পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক ৰঞ্জিত কুমাৰ দত্ত মহোদয়। বিভিন্ন ব্যস্ততাৰ মাজতো প্ৰত্যেক বছৰ এনুৱেল ডে চেলিব্ৰেশ্যন তেখেত উপস্থিত থাকে। আৰু এয়া জুলি দত্ত বাইদেউ আয়োজক সমিতিৰ তৰফৰ সম্বৰ্ধনা জনোৱা হৈছে।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. May we now request Mr. Manas Rai Borua, GM Project, to felicitate Dr. Bhupati Kumar Das, ex-MD, NRL, and Mrs. Snigdha Das with a flower bouquet and pato gamusa. Ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
এবাৰ আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব বিচৰা হৈছে আমাৰ মাজত উপস্থিত থকা নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰাক্তন পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক মাননীয় দীপক চক্ৰৱৰ্তী মহোদয় আৰু মধুমিতা চক্ৰৱৰ্তী বাইদেউক ফুলৰ থোপা আৰু ফুলাম গামোচেৰে সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ মহাপ্ৰবন্ধক অপূৰ্ব কুমাৰ ভট্টাচাৰ্য মহোদয়ে এয়া দীপক চক্ৰৱৰ্তী মহোদয় আৰু মধুমিতা চক্ৰৱৰ্তী বাইদেউ
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Nilomani Bhakta and Mrs. Kanta Bhakta. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. On this occasion of the 22nd Foundation Day celebration, NRL heartily welcomes our new Managing Director, Mr. P. Padmanabhan. May we request Mr. Samiran Chakravarti, GM Maintenance, to felicitate Mr. Padmanabhan with a flower bouquet and pato gamusa. Mr. Padmanabhan.
নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰতিষ্ঠা দিৱসৰ এই সন্ধ্যাৰ অনুষ্ঠানত এইবাৰ সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব বিচৰা হৈছে নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ বিত্ত সঞ্চালক মাননীয় এছ কে বৰুৱা মহোদয়ক আৰু নীলাক্ষী বৰুৱা বাইদেউক দুয়োগৰাকী বিশিষ্ট ব্যক্তিক ফুলৰ থোপা আৰু ফুলাম গামোচেৰে সম্বৰ্ধনা জনাব নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ মহাপ্ৰবন্ধক প্ৰদ্যুৎ কুমাৰ বৰুৱা মহোদয়
Thank you, sir.
নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ এই সন্ধিয়া অনুষ্ঠানত আমি বন্তি প্ৰজ্বলন কৰিবলৈ ওলাইছোঁ আৰু বন্তি প্ৰজ্বলন কৰিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছোঁ নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক মাননীয় শ্ৰী পি পদ্মনাভন মহোদয় বিত্ত সঞ্চালক মাননীয় এছ কে বৰুৱা মহোদয় আৰু আয়োজক সমিতিৰ সভাপতি ধনঞ্জয় ঘোষ মহোদয়ক তেখেতক সহায় কৰিব আয়োজক সমিতিৰ সম্পাদক অসীম কুমাৰ চৌধুৰীয়ে
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः
Thank you. May we now request Mr. Nilomani Bhakta, ex-TF NRL, to please come on stage and share a few words with us on this special occasion. Mr. Asim Chaudhary, Secretary, Organizing Committee, will kindly escort Mr. Bhakta onto the stage.
Good evening, my friend from Numaligarh Refinery. After the hilarious welcome speech of Dhananjay Ghosh, perhaps being a finance man, mine will be really dry one. So I may be pardoned for that. And I have been told by Dhananjay Ghosh that the poem he recited about all of us is an extempore poem. And on this extempore point, I would like to, like all of you, to give a big clap to him. That's a great quality which we never knew, that our the operating guys can write the poem which perhaps the locational situation has made him to write. Anyhow, the NRL day is a very auspicious day for us, all NRLites. And we have been celebrating with all gaiety and all kind of enjoyment, not only among the employees, but to the community. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to specially mention the contributions made by my predecessors, like Mr. Ranjit Kumar Datta, heavily supported, as Ghosh has said, the spirit behind is a lady, Mrs. Ranjit Kumar Datta, and our great Dr. Bhupati Kumar Das, with whom I had an occasion to work for a long period, and I am also with him at the present, and Mrs. Snigdha Das, followed by Deepak and Juri Baidev. And we had Mr. R.C. Chaudhary, who could not come for some reason or the other. We had Mr. Anand Kumar, and from Anand Kumar the baton came to me when I came on 25th of July 2007 to this, the splendid, aesthetically wonderful land of Northeast, with the kind of hospitality which you can offer. Found that Sri Pradyut Kumar Barua was there present at Jorhat Airport to receive me. Came to the serene surrounding of this Numaligarh Refinery, and my story, directly interacting and directly acting for and on behalf of NRL begin. I would like to say, I have been with Bharat Petroleum for a very long time. That's a great organization. But I would like to put the kind of bonding and the greatness NRL has displayed and are displaying even now. Today in office, I experienced it. I don't think they have any parallel anywhere. I personally have worked in two other organizations. Earlier I started my career in a bank, followed by Glaxo Laboratories, but I haven't seen that kind of a warmth, that kind of a touch, that kind of a friendship, that kind of fellowship. You say you have, it is there. Ghosh has mentioned that NRL can overcome, we have overcome, and we will overcome. We have overcome the position when crude oil barrel has gone to $147. $147 we have overcome, and we still were in profit. Profits were plummeting for various reasons, which all of you know, but we continued to make profit with innovation, and heavily supported by all my colleagues who are present here, who are not present here for some reason or the other. All kind of things which we have taken. To give you a few examples, they are not very big, something which is, unachievable at any point, at any stretch of imagination. There are, especially when you need to take something from the ministry, there is always, repeated visits which you have to take and take it. So that's a kind of a situation we have overcome, and I am now looking forward to NRL that they should make one of our, thought process which emerged in a strategy meeting in Ayora to expand the refinery and make this refinery a really economically viable standalone refinery of its own, which I am sure this refinery will be able to do it, because I have all belief that this refinery may face 1 or 2 years of hardship, but they will be able to come out with flying colors even when they go up to 9 million metric ton. Only thing is that all of you have to be very focused, objective and intuitive. Little bit of out of box thinking. Try to do things in a little different way. Do not confine yourself to if you are from finance, jump into the operations, jump into the commercial, jump into the HR area. And most of you have displayed this kind of trait. Most of you have supported me in person when we have taken this kind of initiative. And I want all this to be taken ahead and in right time, because this is the right time, because your parent company is short of product as on today's date. They need product, and Eastern region is one of the growing region in India today. This being so, I have a feeling that NRL can really make it big and see that this refinery, which started in 22 years ago, will become a big giant like any other refinery in the hinterland. I would like to also mention that there are some fruits which God said that the seeds have been sown by the predecessors. He named some of us, and the results are now seen. Results will be seen for some more initiatives, and I am sure the battles whom we have handed over are ably taking care of it. I have got very good feedback of my successor, S.K. Barua, who is doing exceedingly well, and I wish him all the success. And similarly, all other directors, their capabilities are known to us. Lastly, I would like to put one small important thing to all of you, that the stalwarts who are here, who have done this marble, let this marble be shining much more than fading. Please keep this in mind and go ahead in your journey. Success is yours. Convert all no's of the bureaucrats to yes by repeated follow-up. I had learned from two of the managing director who were there earlier, in government department, there is never say the eternal no. We must know how to change this eternal no to yes. So with this few words, wishing NRL all the success in their day-to-day operation, as well as taking the project forward to make it as a big, viable, giant refinery of the Northeast. Thank you all. Wish you all the best. And whenever you feel like that I can be of some use, please do not hesitate. I am always at your service. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir, for those enlightening words.
আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত বক্তব্য ৰাখিবৰ বাবে অনুৰোধ জনাইছোঁ নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰাক্তন পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক মাননীয় দীপক চক্ৰৱৰ্তী মহোদয়ক। তেখেতক আমি মঞ্চলৈ আমন্ত্ৰণ জনাইছোঁ আৰু তেখেতক আদৰি আনিব অসীম কুমাৰ চৌধুৰীয়ে।
গুড ইভিনিং, নমস্কাৰ। আজি ইয়াত উপস্থিত NRLৰ মেনেজিং ডাইৰেক্টৰ শ্ৰী পদ্মনাভন, আমাৰ নুমলীগড়ৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰথম মেনেজিং ডাইৰেক্টৰ শ্ৰী R.K. দত্ত, সেকেন্ড মেনেজিং ডাইৰেক্টৰ শ্ৰী V.K. দাস, earlier Director of Finance, Nilmani Bhakta, Sri S.K. Borua, present Director of Finance, Madam Julie Datta, Snigdha Das, Madam Kanta Bhakta, my wife Juri, and my friends of NRL, Aru, Numaligar Refinery, Porial Borgor, Protijan Hodoiso. Joy Joyate, my Apnalukoloi, Amar Rongali Bihur, Ulog, Aru Hupesa Jonalu, Aru Oti Hundor Bhabe, Baistom, NRL Day Udjapon Korar Karne, my Protijan Hodoisoloi, more Antorik, Dhanaba Jonalu. Kionu, Eniguata Dinot, এটা অর্গানাইজেশনৰ প্ৰতিজন ব্যক্তি ওলাই আহি অৰ্গানাইজেশনটোৰ ভৱিষ্যতৰ কাৰণে চিন্তা কৰা হয় আৰু সেই উদ্দেশ্য লৈ পেলাই আমি প্ৰথমতে এনআৰএল ডে আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলো আৰু আমাৰ সকলোৰে গৌৰৱ যে প্ৰতি বছৰে আমি এই এনআৰএল ডে উদযাপন কৰিবলৈ সমৰ্থবান হৈ আহিছো আৰু ইয়াৰ যি ষ্টেণ্ডাৰ্ড প্ৰতি বছৰৰ পিছত বছৰকৈ বাঢ়ি গৈ আছে এনেকুৱা এটা ধুনীয়া সুন্দৰ ষ্টেজ হয়তো যোৱা বছৰ এনআৰএল ডে ইমান ধুনীয়া হোৱা নাছিল তাৰ ওপৰত যোৱা বছৰতকৈ ইয়াত আৰু উন্নত কৰা হ'ল তেনেকৈ এনআৰএলৰ প্ৰতিজন ব্যক্তিয়ে প্ৰতিটো এৰিয়াতে সদায় এটা উন্নত কৰিবৰ কাৰণে সদায় গঢ় দিয়া দেখা যায় আৰু সেই ষ্ট্ৰেংথটো লৈ সদায় এনআৰএল আগবাঢ়ি গৈ আছে আৰু ভৱিষ্যতেও এনআৰএলৰ যিটো ষ্ট্ৰেংথ ইনোভেশন কমিটমেন্ট ডিভোশন আৰু টিম স্পিৰিট এইগিটা বিশেষ গুণ লৈ পেলাই এনআৰএলে ভৱিষ্যতলৈ আগবাঢ়ি যাব আমাৰ যি প্ৰকল্পবিলাক হাতত লোৱা হৈছিল সেই প্ৰকল্প ডেফিনেটলি আমি অহা 5-6 বছৰৰ পিছত নিজৰ চকুৰ আগত দেখিবলৈ পাম তাৰ বাবে মই এনআৰএলৰ প্ৰতিজন সদস্যলৈ প্ৰতিজন বিষয়ালৈ আৰু প্ৰেজেন্ট মেনেজমেন্টলৈ মোৰ শুভেচ্ছা জনালো ইনফেক্ট মই ইয়াৰ পৰা যোৱা মাত্ৰ 3 সপ্তাহ হৈছে 3 সপ্তাহ আগতে আমি এইবিলাক কথা ডিটেইলত পাতিছিলো সকলোৰে লগত গতিকে এই বিষয়ে বিশেষ ক'বলগীয়া নাই আমি আকৌ আহি লগ পাম আৰু আজি নুমলীগড় এনআৰএল দিৱসৰ দিনা আমাক আনি আপোনালোকে যি আদৰ সাদৰ মৰম দেখুৱালে সেয়া আমি কেতিয়াও পাহৰিব নোৱাৰো আৰু নিশ্চয় এনআৰএলৰ সৰ্বাঙ্গীন উন্নতি হ'ব সেই আশা বুকুত ৰাখি মোৰ বক্তব্য সামৰণি মাৰিলো ধন্যবাদ
আমি ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো দীপক চক্ৰৱৰ্তী মহোদয়লৈ তেখেতৰ উৎসাহজনক মন্তব্যৰ বাবে
May I now request Dr. Bhupati Kumar Das, ex-MD NRL, to share a few of his thoughts tonight on this occasion.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, my friends and colleagues, their families. First of all, at the very outset itself, let me thank Mr. P. Padmanabhan, the Managing Director of NRL, S.K. Borua, Director of Finance of NRL, their better halves, Mr. Dhananjay Ghosh, the Chairman of the Organizing Committee, all members of the Organizing Committee. Let me thank all of you for inviting us to give us an opportunity to be here. We are, all of us who have come here, are extremely happy, privileged and delighted to be here. And the fact that we have come from all the distances, some of us have come as far as from Bombay or Bangalore, Calcutta, Delhi. This fact itself is a witness to the fact that all of us still feel a very much part of this great organization. An organization which was born about 22 years ago. Today is the 22 years of Foundation Day, and it has gone up and up and up from strength to strength, and nothing gives us more pleasure and or happiness to see NRL succeed in such a big way. I was reading MD's message today, and I felt extremely elated to see such performance. Practically on every parameters they have outdone themselves, and there are many best ever. even when the crude is so short in this part of the country, doing 2.65 or 64 million tons is a landmark event by itself. Then getting a distillate yield of 92% plus, I think only dreams are made of such numbers. I still had another refinery, so we know how difficult it is to get anywhere beyond 85, even if with the best of configurations. I've seen also the SAC number, keeping it below 54 or 55 on such a complex refinery is also another achievement. And the cash cow production of MS at 310,000 tons. I think these are the kind of things that make a story to tell. All that our ex-director of finance and just retired MD has said, I endorse it fully, 100%, that the employees of this learning organization deserve all the accolades that we can give. And for us, it's a matter of great pride whenever we hear in outside industry circles a very good appreciation of NRL. We always feel very, very proud. So I don't think I need to talk much here. It's such a magical ambience that you have created here today. Shows the stamp of excellence that you show in every aspect of your work, because as it is said in management circles, that if you are good, if you show quality, you must show quality in every aspect of your work and your life. You know, from the billboards to the production centers, up to the drawing rooms of the employees, that stamp of excellence or quality must be there. And seeing this magical ambience, I can say that NRL is a learning and an upwardly moving organization which believe in showing such kind of class and excellence. So of course, with seeing all the trees behind, I would like to end with a poem which I got reminded, seeing this ambience about, and also it has a great significance for all of us. It's a Robert Frost poem which goes like this, that the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises, all of us have promises to keep, and miles to go before we sleep, and miles to go before we sleep. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
আজিৰ এই সন্ধ্যাৰ অনুষ্ঠানত এইবাৰ বক্তব্য ৰাখিবলৈ আমি আমন্ত্ৰণ কৰিছোঁ আমাৰ বাবে উপস্থিত থকা নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰৰ প্ৰথমগৰাকী পৰিচালক সঞ্চালক মাননীয় ৰঞ্জিত কুমাৰ দত্ত মহোদয়ক তেখেতক আদৰণি আনিব অসীম কুমাৰ চৌধুৰীয়ে।
And Mr. Padmanabhan, Mr. S.K. Barua, Mr. Dhananjay Ghosh, then Dr. B.K. Das, Mr. Deepak Chakravarti, Mr. Nilmani Bhakta, and all other colleagues and their wives. Good evening. Thank you. First, at the outset, I'd like to thank the organizers, Mr. Padmanabhan and his team, for inviting us on this occasion of your Foundation Day. It's been over a decade since we left Numaligarh, but yet amongst all the organizations that we have worked, we feel most at home when we come here, even if it be for a day. This feeling for NRL is not only shared by those who work for you, but is also a feeling which most of your visitors have for you. The other day, Julie and I had lunch with Victor and Maya Banerjee. Victor, as you know, is very prominent in the Bengali screen and has also been very successful in some English films like Passage to India, Joggers Park, etc. And so Victor and Maya said they'd been hosted by, of course, they have been hosted all over the world by the rich and the famous, not only in India but abroad. But yet they single out NRL hospitality as the warmest and most caring. You had apparently ascertained their each and every wish and need well in advance of their visit, and you ensured that it was met with extraordinary warmth and care. He was equally impressed by his visit to your workplace and your work culture, which he said was comparable with the best and worth emulating. In fact, in all his talks in Assam and in India and abroad, he goes out of the way to say, visit NRL and you'll realize that Assam is no longer a place of lahe lahe. On this one. I left NRL within a year of its commissioning, realizing fully that commissioning was not the end, but the beginning of the organization, and was reassured by the fact that it was going to be in the safe hands of Bhupati and Chaudhry Sahab, both of whom were later joined by Anand Kumar. I firmly believe that organizations which succeed are those who constantly transform themselves. NRL has been successfully transforming itself by diversing its production profile to include motor spirit, LPG, petrochemical grade naphtha, and soon I understand the production of wax is expected to commence. You have also ventured into marketing and exports, and in spite of various constraints and handing over of some of your pumps, they still remain the best in the Northeast. Now with Deepak having taken the initiative, you have plans for a mega expansion to triple your capacity, and I am confident that under Mr. Padmanabhan's leadership and with your perseverance, this expansion definitely will become a reality. NRL must stay on course even if it has any setback. Sometimes everything seems to go wrong, as it often did on certain occasions during the commissioning stage. But we let misfortune transform us into something stronger. Suffice it to say that from the commissioning stage itself, NRL has proved and will continue to prove that it can continuously transform itself, and this is a hallmark of all successful organizations. As important as the ability to transform is the adherence to values. All long-lasting organizations are essentially value-driven, and it's apt to say that excellence and competitiveness are compatible with values and integrity. In a multidisciplinary organization like NRL, various positions demand different skills and capabilities, but the only common quality each position, irrespective of hierarchy, demands is personal and professional integrity. So let us all inculcate, cherish and nourish the core values of intellectual, moral and financial integrity. So on this Foundation Day and in all future Foundations Day, we should all rededicate ourselves to continuously transforming this vibrant organization while adhering to our core values and extending the warmth of our hospitality to one and all. My wife and I are deeply grateful the way we have been received and the way we've always been received here, and that is what brings us back again and again whenever we get an invitation from you. So With these words, I would once again thank you on both our behalf for inviting us and making us feel so wanted and so much at home. We wish all of you and above all NRL every success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May we now invite our new MD, Mr. Padmanabhan, to please come on stage and address us.
Respected seniors, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I think 22nd April today is a momentous and auspicious day for us as we get together here to celebrate the 22nd Founders Day of NRL. Two thoughts or emotions run through my mind. The first thing, I think today morning we had a 1-minute silence for all the people who contributed to making this fabulous organization and institution. If it was not for their effort, toil, the sweat and blood and life itself, I don't think we would have met like this together and joined a celebration with all the people who have been here. The second thought, I think on this Founders Day, we rededicate ourselves to taking Numaligarh to greater heights than we inherited. I'm sure we will exhibit and further nurture the values which have been imbibed in us, in the team members here from the founders. I have spent 34 years in Bharat Petroleum and exactly 15 days in Numaligarh, because today is the 22nd, 7 days I was in Bombay. It seems as if I have spent 15 years here. And when I was just driving from where I was staying here, and I was thinking, what is it that made me feel 15 years? I mean, I've spent time with a lot of people here, going around the refinery. Everything was new, and I was really inquisitive about meeting a lot of people. And then my conclusion is, it is just the people of Numaligarh refinery which made me feel like this. I mean, what else does an organization need other than people like this? You can have a world-class refinery, but if you don't have people who will operate it. But you have people like my team here in Numaligarh, I'm sure we'll build a refinery and we'll operate it well, as Mr. Bhupati was quoting some of the figures or the statistics. I am going to repeat something which I repeated, I told today morning when we had a small function. I'm quoting. I think let's not ask the country what it has done for us, but ask what we can do for the country. Similarly, let's not ask what NRL as an organization can do for us, but because I think it's done a lot of wonderful things for us, but what we can do for NRL. I'm not talking about doing great or big things, but at least let's dedicate ourselves today that when we interact with people, we meet customers or whoever we at NRL interact with, they should feel that we are reliable, we are innovative, we are caring, and all the other good values which we have inherited from this. I assure all my seniors and their wives who have taken all the trouble to come and be amidst us that we will leave Numaligarh better than what we have inherited. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ প্ৰতিষ্ঠা দিৱস উদযাপনৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানত এইবাৰ আমি পৰিৱেশন কৰিব ওলাইছো নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ শীৰ্ষ গীত। অসমীয়া, হিন্দী, ইংৰাজী তিনিটা ভাষাত ৰচিত এই গীতটিৰ মাজেৰে প্ৰকাশ পাইছে এই স্থানৰ ঐতিহাসিক ইতিবৃত্ত, গৰিমা আৰু নুমলীগড়ৰ দৰে ইতিহাসেৰে সমৃদ্ধ অঞ্চলত প্ৰতিষ্ঠা হোৱা নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰৰ নিজ জাতি দেশৰ প্ৰতি থকা কৰ্তব্য তথা দৃঢ় অংগীকাৰৰ ঝংকাৰ আৰু প্ৰতিশ্ৰুতি। এই শিক্ষা গীতটিত আমি উপভোগ কৰোঁ আহক। কতনি হেৰালি নুমলী কুঁৱৰী, এৰিলি নুমলীগড়, এই গড়তে আমি যে সাজিছো প্ৰগতিৰ বৰঘৰ। এই গীতটি পৰিৱেশন কৰিছে নুমলীগড় শোধনাগাৰ লিমিটেডৰ পৰিয়ালৰ সদস্যসকলে। গীতটি ৰচনা বেদানন্দ দাসৰ।
NRL theme song reflects the endeavor of a small team to revive the lost glory of the place which once was better known for the fortress or gar of Princess Numali, and so the name Numaligarh. As the song goes, where have you gone, O Numoli, our little princess? Leaving your fort, Numaligarh. It is in your fort that we enshrine the sanctum of progress. The success of the refinery at this historic location is believed to usher in a new industrial dawn on the eastern sky and fulfill the aspirations of the people of Assam and serve as a beacon for the nation.
সময় পরিমিত